Your forecast here today, heading out to Edgewater Beach. Boy, we got one guy out there, but other than that, just a bunch of seagulls. You can get a good spot, get front row seat there to Lake Erie here today. What a great beach day it's going to be once again. Hopefully you've been hitting up the water, maybe the area pool, community pool, whatever it happens to be. You're going to need to do it one more time today, at least to stay cool, because we've got a weather impact alert again today, 11 to 8 p.m. Going to be your hottest temperatures. We're talking heat indices once again, upper 90s, low 100s, depending on your dew point. And we've already got a warm start. Ashtabula, 72 for you. It's 73 in Akron. Look at Mansfield and Cleveland sitting in the upper 70s right now. Our sensor downtown sitting at 80 degrees. You get the idea. We're doing this once again today with a light breeze and high dew points. So we've got that extremely muggy air around once again. Heat advisory goes through late this evening across all of our counties, so we're not alone. As we've talked about yesterday, this heat is not just over Ohio, it's over the entire eastern half of the country, so millions of people being impacted by this. The core of it today is actually out towards areas of the I-95 corridor where they've got excessive heat warnings or extreme heat warnings up and down the eastern seaboard. They're talking heat indices up around 115 this afternoon in some of the metropolitan areas up and down the East Coast. This ridge is starting to break down. You can tell it's getting squashed a little bit. It was nice and circular yesterday, kind of elongated today, and that squash is going on with a cold front that's trying to sink down to the south. It's bringing showers and thunderstorms along with it. Those storms are well to our north right now. We'll get some of the high clouds off of this afternoon, but eventually this front will be close enough where we can pop a few showers and thunderstorms this afternoon, and especially on into the evening hours. Looks like kind of a later start today, but if you're lucky enough to get some relief from the heat, you're going to be dealing with lesser heat indices here today if you get a little bit of rain. Otherwise, we're into the 90s in terms of that feels like temperature by 10. Mid-90s, upper 90s, low 100s today. It's going to be hot at the ballpark. Guardians back at home against the Blue Jays. New series starts tonight. First pitch at 6:40 will be around 90 degrees for that first pitch. The ball carries really well. I'm just saying, home run balls very likely tonight as that warm air helps that ball to carry a little bit further. All right, National Design Mart. I'm not saying you should bet on it. All right, National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast. Hot today, will be dry for most of the day. Here are your pop-ups very late in the day and then into the evening hours. Our model saying 11 o'clock we'll have some rumbles around here. I agree. I think it'll be a late start to those pop-up storms tonight. Leftover storm, otherwise will quiet down. It'll be real thick and muggy tomorrow morning once again, especially if you get some rain. And then tomorrow we'll have more pop-up storms around. All indication is they'd be a little bit further south tomorrow where that front settles. And look at temperatures. We're going to have a little bit of a north breeze as this front settles south. So 80s and still feeling like the 90s for many, but not quite as hot. And then Sandusky, Cleveland, not looking bad tomorrow with that north wind. What a great day tomorrow to hit up Cedar Point, as we'll have some drier air out there as we go throughout the day. But in terms of the humidity, it still stays thick all the way through the weekend. So temperatures will go into the 80s, but heat indices still in the 90s all the way through the weekend. And in terms of rainfall, we've got that for you. Pop-ups this afternoon, more storms firing up in the afternoon tomorrow. And then notice that trend continues. We don't lose the rain chances. This will be mainly afternoon and evening rain showers and thunderstorms, kind of like what you'd expect in Florida. Your Medina Country Club 10-day forecast takes that rain chance all the way through next Monday. And then we get a sweeping cold front, which brings drier air in here in the days leading up to 4th of July. Danita?
All right, thank you, Matt.